Welcome into the post game for our first edition of the post game for women's basketball, of course. The ladies open up the season with a 121-50 victory over the University of St. Mary's JV squad, and joined by head coach B.J. Smith and three of the gals as well. And, Coach, I want to start with you. Just talk about the overall performance and how well it was from the gals, but, just to get, the season rolling.
It's nice to come actually play a game. The preseason is a long process for basketball. You start with school starting and a lot of new faces this year. So it's nice to get on the floor and actually play a game that counts with referees and the clock going. As a whole, I was really pleased, which I almost never am this time of year. I was pleased with the first 35 minutes. I thought we lost a little energy late defensively, had some breakdowns and some just little errors that we hadn't been making the whole game. That kind of comes down to intensity, whether it be mental or physical. But on a whole, we moved the ball, we shared the ball, we did a lot of good things defensively. We rebounded well. Our blockouts and attack and rebounds was pretty good. We had to play without Tamia, who was a little sick tonight, and I thought Deja and Duda did a nice job. Lot of work to do between now and then, but it's nice to get started.
Mariani Carvalho, of course, coming back this year, Mari, that you had a successful game to open up the season, double-double, 25 points, 12 rebounds. How was it, just to get back on the court and get rolling for the season?
I guess at first it looked like I was playing with the volleyball, because if you watch this, awful. But in the third quarter, I guess I did my game solid and not forcing shots.
A couple gals that are around you here, and I'll start with Cameron Lemon. Cam, you, of course, come in here, and you come in with a big game in your first college game, 21 points, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line as well. What was it like to get that first game underneath your belt, and how'd you feel you fit in with the team?
First game back, it was a lot of butterflies. Just being in my head, but, I prayed, and once the game started, Coach put me in, and everything was just rolling.
You mentioned being back, of course, coming from the ACL. How was that adjustment for you back in your live action?
Summertime, it was tough. Even when I got here, it was tough. But I just put my trust into Coach BJ, and I'm back.
And Bree Tidwell, Bree, I wanted to talk to you about your performance tonight as well. Of course, got off to a really great start. 9 points early on. You finished with 16. You kind of got a flurry there late. You got a good 5-0 run with a bucket from three, and then you got a steal and a bucket there too. But how did you feel that you slipped into the team mentality and performed tonight?
I feel like I did okay on offense. My defense has to be more solid. Not trying to steal the ball every time and getting stupid fouls. I just have to be more solid in containing the ball and keeping them out the paint. That's really all I'm trying to focus on right now is my defense getting better every game.
Talking about the steals, I know, Coach, you want some pressure defense, and 16 steals here tonight. How do you feel that the defensive performance was? I mean, you held them to 4 points in the third quarter, so there's some eye-popping numbers when you look at it, but how would you grade the defense?
Well, we were good a large percentage of the time. For us, one of the things we preach is we don't want to chase the ball. We want them to give it to us. And I thought we were pretty disciplined most of the time. Our pressure was good. Our press didn't cause turnovers on the back end 95% of the time. And we're still late on communication defensively. Sometimes some of our switches or getting to passing lanes, you can see some of our new kids, a little bit of hesitation. Got to contain the ball better. As a whole, it was pretty good. I was disappointed in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Like I said, I just thought we lost some intensity and didn't finish the game like we could. Playing hard is a habit. You can't turn it on and off, and I thought we kind of lost that a little bit, and we don't want to develop those habits.
I'll let you guys out of here on this one, Coach. Address it to you, but you got contributions from everybody. Everybody scored, but Michaela, she had some opportunities, but provided some good minutes when she was in there. And how would you grade just the fact that you got contributions from everyone, and everybody seemed to be able to find their roles and kind of maybe know what they need to do?
Well, the roles are being defined as we go along here, but great teams always share the ball, even great scorers. Nani's as good a scorer as you're going to find anywhere in the country. Bree's a great scorer. Cam can score. But everybody on this team is really unselfish about making that extra pass. And there's times I think sometimes they take more pride in making a great assist than they do in making a shot. But this team has the potential for a lot of people to have big nights. You know, it could be these three, it could be somebody else. I thought Nikki was really good early tonight. Blaze is going to have a night where she doesn't miss from three, and you know, this team has a lot of kids that can do a lot of things. Key for us, you know, I thought last year I did a poor job of having our team grow as the season went along. Thought this time of the year we were probably the best team in the country, and at the end we weren't. Our goal this year is not to be the best team today, but when we get to March, that we're hitting on all cylinders and playing the best basketball of the year.
Well, ladies, it was a good start, Coach, as well. 121-50, the final. Highland wins over University of St. Mary's JV tonight. Congratulations on a season-opening win.
Thank you, Mike.